Hello, everyone. I'm really glad you joined me today. Take a quiet moment for yourself. Let your thoughts slow down. Take a soft, gentle breath, and let's begin today's story together. Today, we are going to explore something very interesting. We are going to talk about the secret habits of millionaires. Many people are curious about millionaires. They wonder how they became successful. They ask many questions. Do millionaires have special talent? Do they have special intelligence? Do they have special luck? Or do they know something that other people do not know? These questions are very common, and the answers may surprise you. Most millionaires are not born different. They are not always the smartest people. They are not always the luckiest people. But they do something different. They build different habits. They think differently. They act differently. And they repeat those actions every day. Over time, those small actions create big results. Think about this idea for a moment. Your life is shaped by your daily habits. What you do every day becomes who you are. If you read every day, you become knowledgeable. If you practice every day, you become skilled. If you save money every day, you build wealth. If you waste time every day, you lose opportunities. Daily habits are powerful, and millionaires understand this very well. They focus on habits that create long-term results. They do not only think about today, they think about the future. One famous example is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is one of the most successful investors in the world. But his daily habits are very simple. He spends a large part of his day reading. He reads books. He reads reports. He reads information about businesses. He once said that knowledge builds slowly, like compound interest. This means that small learning every day becomes powerful over time. He did not become successful in one day. He became successful through years of consistent habits. Another interesting example is Bill Gates. Bill Gates also spends a lot of time reading and learning. Even after becoming successful, he continues this habit. He believes learning is a lifelong process. He believes knowledge creates opportunities. These examples show something important. Millionaires are not focused on quick success. They are focused on long-term growth. They are patient. They understand that real success takes time. Another important idea is how millionaires think about time. Many people spend their time without thinking. They scroll on their phones. They watch videos for many hours. They delay important work. But millionaires often treat time differently. They see time as something valuable. They understand that time is limited. Because of this, they try to use their time carefully. For example, Elon Musk is known for managing his time very carefully. He divides his day into small blocks. Each block has a clear purpose. This helps him stay focused and productive. It helps him manage many responsibilities. Another example is Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos often focuses on important decisions. He avoids unnecessary decisions. He saves his energy for things that matter most. This habit helps him make better long-term choices. These examples show something very important. Millionaires are intentional. They do not live randomly. They make choices with purpose. They build habits with purpose. They spend their time with purpose. Another difference is how millionaires think about money. Many people think about money in a short-term way. They focus on spending. They focus on buying things. They focus on comfort. But many millionaires think differently. They focus on building value. They focus on saving and investing. They focus on growing their money over time. They ask a different question. They ask, How can I make this grow? This simple question changes everything. Because when you focus on growth, your actions begin to change. You begin to think long term. You begin to make better decisions. Millionaires also understand something else. They understand that success is not only about money. Success is also about discipline. Success is about consistency. Success is about mindset. They build habits that support their goals. They repeat those habits every day. And over time, those habits shape their lives. Now take a moment to think about your own habits. What do you do every day? What do you spend your time on? What habits are you building right now? Because your habits are shaping your future. And the good news is this: you can change your habits. You can build new ones. You can start small. You can start today. In the next part of this story, we will explore the most powerful habits that many millionaires share. And you may discover simple habits that you can begin using in your own life. Because sometimes success does not begin with a big change. Sometimes it begins with a small habit. Now let's explore the habits that many millionaires share. These habits may look simple. They are not secret in a complicated way, but they are powerful. And most importantly, they are consistent. Millionaires repeat these habits every day. Over time, these habits create big results. Let's begin with the first habit. Millionaires read every day. Reading is one of the most common habits among successful people. Books contain ideas. Books contain experience. Books contain knowledge from many years. When you read, you learn from other people's lives. You learn from their successes. You learn from their mistakes. One famous example is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett spends many hours every day reading. He reads newspapers. He reads business reports. He reads books. He once said that reading is one of the most important habits in his life. He believes knowledge grows slowly over time. A little reading every day becomes powerful knowledge. Another example is Bill Gates. Bill Gates also reads regularly. He often shares book recommendations. He believes reading helps him understand the world better. Even today, he continues to learn through books. This shows something important. Millionaires never stop learning. The second habit is long-term thinking. Millionaires think differently about time. They do not only focus on today. They think about the future. They think about where they want to be in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. This way of thinking changes their decisions. They are willing to wait. They are willing to invest time. They are willing to delay comfort. One example is Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos built Amazon with long-term thinking. In the beginning, the company did not make much profit, but he focused on growth. He focused on building something valuable over time. His long-term thinking helped create one of the largest companies in the world. Millionaires understand something important. Quick results are often small, but long-term results can be very powerful. The third habit is controlling their time. Millionaires treat time very carefully. They understand that time is limited. They understand that time is valuable. Because of this, they try to use it wisely. They avoid unnecessary activities. They focus on important tasks. They reduce distractions. One famous example is Elon Musk. Elon Musk divides his day into small blocks of time. Each block has a purpose. This method helps him stay focused. It helps him manage many responsibilities. Another example is Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg simplifies his daily decisions. He often wears similar clothes every day. This reduces small decisions. It allows him to focus on bigger tasks. This habit may seem small, but it saves mental energy. And mental energy is very important. The fourth habit is controlling spending. Many people believe millionaires spend a lot of money, but many millionaires are careful with their spending. They do not spend money on everything they want. They think before they spend. They ask themselves, do I really need this? They focus on value. They avoid unnecessary expenses. This habit helps them keep and grow their wealth. Millionaires understand something important. Saving money is not enough, but controlling spending is necessary. The fifth habit is investing in themselves. This is one of the most powerful habits. Millionaires invest in their skills. They invest in their knowledge. They invest in their growth. They take courses. They read books. They learn new abilities. This type of investment creates long-term value. For example, Bill Gates spent many years learning about technology. His knowledge helped him build one of the most successful companies in the world. Another example is Warren Buffett. He spent years studying businesses and investments. His learning created powerful results over time. Millionaires understand something simple. The more you learn, the more you can grow. The more you grow, the more opportunities you create. These 5 habits may look simple. Reading, long-term thinking, time control, smart spending, self-investment. But together they create powerful change. They shape how people think. They shape how people act. They shape how people live. And over time, they shape success. Millionaires do not rely on luck. They rely on habits. They rely on consistency. They rely on discipline. They repeat these actions every day. And those daily actions create extraordinary results. In the final part of this story, we will explore how you can apply these habits in your own life, and how small changes can slowly lead to big results. Because success is not only for a few people. It is built through habits that anyone can learn. Now we have explored the habits of many millionaires. We talked about reading every day. We talked about long-term thinking. We talked about managing time. We talked about controlling spending. And we talked about investing in yourself. But now an important question remains. How can you apply these habits in your own life? The answer is simple. You do not need to become a millionaire overnight. You do not need to change everything at once. You only need to start small. Small actions repeated every day can create powerful change. The first step is awareness. Take a moment to think about your current habits. How do you spend your time each day? How much time do you spend learning? How much time do you spend improving yourself? How much time do you spend on things that do not help your future? Awareness is powerful. When you become aware of your habits, you gain the ability to change them. The second step is choosing one small habit. Do not try to change everything at once. That can feel overwhelming. Instead, choose one simple habit. Maybe you decide to read for 10 minutes every day. Maybe you decide to spend less time on your phone. Maybe you decide to plan your day more carefully. Small habits are easier to maintain. Small habits create consistency. Consistency creates results. Over time, those results become visible. Another important idea is patience. Many people want quick success. They want fast results. But millionaires think differently. They understand that real growth takes time. For example, Warren Buffett often talks about compound growth. He explains that small gains over time become very powerful. At first, the progress may seem slow, but over time, it grows faster and faster. This is how wealth is built. This is also how habits work. A small habit today may not feel important, but after many days, many weeks, and many years, that habit becomes powerful. Another important idea is discipline. Discipline means doing something even when you do not feel like doing it. Some days you may not feel motivated. Some days you may feel tired. But successful people continue. They continue reading. They continue learning. They continue improving. Because they understand something important. Motivation comes and goes. But discipline creates consistency. And consistency creates results. Another powerful step is changing your environment. Your environment influences your habits. If your environment is full of distractions, it becomes harder to focus. If your environment supports learning, it becomes easier to grow. You can make small changes. Keep a book near your bed. Create a quiet space for thinking. Remove distractions when you work. These small changes make good habits easier. Millionaires often design their environment carefully. They create spaces that support their goals. Another important idea is learning from others. You do not need to discover everything by yourself. You can learn from people who have already succeeded. You can read their books. You can listen to their ideas. You can study their habits. For example, Bill Gates learned from many experts through reading. He used knowledge from others to improve his thinking. Learning from others can save time. It can also help you avoid mistakes. Another powerful idea is consistency over perfection. Many people stop because they want everything to be perfect. They wait for the perfect time. They wait for the perfect plan. But successful people do something different. They start before they feel ready. They begin with small actions. They improve as they go. They understand that progress is more important than perfection. Even a small step forward is better than no step at all. Remember this important truth. Success is not a single event. Success is a process. It is built day by day, habit by habit, decision by decision. Each small action matters. Each small improvement matters. Over time, those small actions create big change. Now imagine your future. Imagine where you could be in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years. Your future is shaped by what you do today. Your habits today become your results tomorrow. If you change your habits, you change your direction. If you change your direction, you change your life. Before we finish, remember this simple idea. Millionaires are not successful because they are lucky. They are successful because they build powerful habits. They repeat those habits every day. They stay consistent. They stay disciplined. And over time, they create extraordinary results. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope this story gave you a new perspective. I hope it inspires you to build better habits. Take care of yourself. Keep learning. Keep growing. And see you in the next story.